Hello, North Plainfield, and welcome. Today I'm going to show you guys how to use Google Meet, which is a really interesting online tool where you can have a virtual meeting face to face with other people. It's very similar to Zoom, except this one is housed through Google. To find where to access this, you can either type in the URL directly, which is meet.google.com, or you can click on these the grid up here where you might find other tools. Scroll down a little bit and click on Meet. And it's going to take you to this nice page here, which is pretty simple, and it shows you where to start a meeting. It gives you the time of day and also the date, and you can click on join or start a meeting. If you've already been invited to a meeting through your calendar, it will pop up here and let you know exactly when that meeting is scheduled. I don't have any more meetings scheduled today, which is why you can't see anything. So I can click on join or start meeting here to create one. Now, first you can give it a meeting code or a nickname. I would name it something that you want your guests to be able to understand. So if this were my live tech session, I might put, live tech help desk. But for now, we'll just do test. So once you create it, it's going to give you a getting ready screen. It's going to show you what your webcam looks like. And it's also going to show you different options here. So you're about to see me in a second. Hello. So if you don't want to use webcam, you can turn your webcam off. You can also do this from within the app. So goodbye for now. You can also turn on and off your microphone during the call. There are also other options here, like turning on closed captions or looking at settings, but all of these things are also accessible through the meeting itself. In order to join the meeting, you would click on Join Now. If I wanted to present my screen, like a live Screencastify, where people can see whatever it is that I'm doing, whatever page I go to, I can click on Present. I can also do this from within the meeting. So let's join the meeting, even though there's nobody else here. Give it just a moment. And because I created this and I'm the owner of this meeting, it's given me the option to add other people. I could either copy this information, both the website with the join code, or even a phone. You can join via phone call and just punch in this PIN number. And I can then paste it, email it out, give it to whoever's supposed to be joining the meeting. You could also post it on Google Classroom. You could do all kinds of things with it. Or you have the option down here, if you were to click on this, to add people directly. You can enter their name, their email, and it will pop right up. You can also put in their phone number so that they could receive a call to join it. I'm not going to do that for now. So, several things you can do. This is our main screen. If there were other people in here, you'd be able to see me. I'm going to put my webcam back on, just so you can see for a second. If there were other people in this session, their faces would pop up on this screen as well. So there are a couple of different things we can do here. If you look up in the top right-hand corner, first, you can see when you're speaking because the little microphone signal over here will be talking. This is really helpful if you can see anybody else in the session who's trying to speak, you can give them time to speak. You can click on the People tab up here and you can see all of the different people in the chat. You can click on the chat log here and you can type messages to each other as well. So if you have people who don't want to use their microphone or just want to ask a quick question, they could do so through the chat and everybody has access to see this. So when we go back to the main page here, you'll notice near the bottom of the screen when you hover or click is a white bar that pops up. I can mute myself or unmute myself. If it's red, I am muted. I can end the call here, which we'll do at the end of the session. I can also turn on and off my camera here. This is pretty cool. So you also have closed captions. Google is automatically figuring out what I am saying and adding a closed caption. This might be helpful for people who need to read as well as see and hear different content. Sometimes it's not perfect. Let's see if they can get this one. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Nice. Good job, Google. You can turn off closed captions at the bottom here. Another thing that you can do is to present your screen. So let's say, and you can see this because you're watching Screencastify, let's say I wanted to show people my calendar. I don't know why, I just feel like I need to show them my calendar. So now that I've got this ready to go, let's say this is a presentation that I want to give to people. I can go to Google Meet. I can click on Present Now, and I can present either my entire screen or just a particular window. I'm going to present my entire screen. Like in Screencastify, I'm going to say, yep, this is the screen I want to share. And then after a moment, it will tell me that I am presenting my screen to everybody. There you go. You are presenting your screen. So if you were in the meeting and you were watching through the meeting, you would see this screen right now, and you would also see all of the people who are still in the chat. So it's a really good way of both giving a presentation, but also being able to monitor chat and talk to people. To leave the screen presentation, you can either click on Stop Presenting here, or down here where you entered it in the first place, Stop Presenting. There are a few other options that we don't have available to us yet. One of them is the ability to record the entire Google Meet session. This would be very helpful if you wanted to be able to share it with people who missed the meeting, or if you just wanted video evidence of how the meeting went. When you are finished with this meeting, and there are other options here you can access, like using a phone, turning on your captions, making it full screen. When you are finished with the meeting, you simply hang up. It's going to ask you a quick survey about how the meeting went, the audio and video, if it was well, so that they could fix it up here. If you accidentally left the meeting, you can rejoin it, or you can return back to the home screen and start all over again. Now, there is another way that you can access Google Meet, and that is through Google Calendar. You can schedule a session. I'm going to schedule one here. You can schedule a session with people through this, add conferencing. So let's say I wanted to do a quick session. It's for today. It's not all day. Let's just say it's from, today's the 27th. So let's say I wanted to set up a meeting today from 10:30 until 11. Add conferencing, a Hangouts Meet. If you already had a meeting that you wanted to send to people, you could change the meeting ID here. You just copy and paste the link and you put it in there. Or you can create an entirely new meeting in here, and you can send it out to whichever guests you need to send it out to here. I'm going to hit save because I want to show you what it looks like. Now, I made that for today. I called it test call. If I were to click on this event and I were to click on the join Hangouts Meet, it's going to open up Google Meet here, and I'll be able to join the meeting right away. So this is another way in which you can create a meeting, or other people can join the meeting. They can do it through Google Classroom, or Google Calendar, which is pretty cool. Hello again. And I just want to show you one more thing before we end. If I were just to go to Google Meet, just by itself without the code, and I know I've been invited to a meeting. Yes, I did leave the meeting. If I just go to the main page of Google Meet, it's going to show me right here that I am invited to a meeting that starts at 10:30 called Test Call. So just to show you, if you have been invited to a meeting, or if you've created a meeting that is coming up soon, it will show you what that call is. You can click on it, you can join, and it takes you to this screen again where you'll be able to check out your video settings, your microphone settings before you pop in. So that was a quick crash course on Google Meet. If you guys have any more questions about how it works, please feel free to reach out anytime to the NP Techies. You can email us at nptechies@nplainfield.org, or you can access lots of other seminars and webinars and tutorials on our website, which you can access through district staff links. I hope you guys have a fantastic time. Reach out with any concerns.